What's up, everyone? It's Teddy, aka JamesKisau on MTGO, and I am back from tour. It was great. I didn't play any Grixis Control for a couple weeks, I think. Well, I played a few matches. We were able to headquarter at another band's house, which was really nice. Shout out Prism. Thanks for the hospitality. And I had some pretty solid internet down there, so I played a couple matches, but for the most part, I have been completely legacy free for the last week and a half, 2 weeks or so, and I'm just now jumping back into it. I've been paying a little bit of attention about how Edge of Eternities has been absorbed into Legacy, and it doesn't seem like it's been making too big of a splash. However, if you saw the release week video, it was pretty sick. We went 5-0, trophied, no big deal. The one card that did stand out to me was Consult the Star Charts, and people were pretty excited about this in spoiler season as well, since it is an instant. It is card advantage or selection on its floor. Card advantage once you pay the kicker. That does not draw cards, so you don't have to worry about Orcish Bowmasters. But the most important thing about it was that it was instant speed. And it's very important for us to A, use our mana, but B, also hold up our mana to prevent our opponents from making optimal plays. We operate on a pretty thin margin here in Grixis Control, but, you know, if you play tight, that's the dream. You'll do really well. I saw some really high ranking Grixis Control results from Buffalo Chicken Dip. I think Grixis Control came in 10th place over there. Then also the European Masters, I think it was. There was a Grixis Control list that went like 4 and 3. And I'm talking Grixis Control, Nimble Obstructionist, One of Reanimate, what we've been working on the channel. So shout out to those players. People have been doing great with the deck, and we're just working towards that Eternal Weekend solve. So yeah, I've just cut Murktide Regent. I've added one Consult the Star Charts, and we'll just go from there. Slowly but surely, we'll figure this out in time. Eternal Weekend is a couple months away, so that's exciting. I am for sure going, staying with my godmother again, and looking forward to it. Looking forward to see all y'all. Maybe this year I'll buy Ancestral Recall, but probably not. But one thing that might make that a little more likely is check out the Patreon. We are picking up steam there a little bit, but it's still not really at the threshold where I can really devote more time and energy to the channel. I'm still going on tour and stuff like that. Luckily, I had enough time to bank videos, so there wasn't a cessation of Grixis content while I was on tour, but I could really use the support. And also, liking, commenting, subscribing goes a long way. We are closing in on 2,000 subs, which is awesome. Never thought we'd get there with a deck that everyone said was bad, but here we are. Stoked to get back in there. Stoked to hopefully get on the leaderboard. And yeah, let's go. I decided to hop on over to my DB account, because you know what? Forget the leaderboard. It's getting in the way of my enjoyment. I'll keep this hand. I mean, it's more like I started so far behind this season since I went on tour for a couple weeks that a lot of being on the leaderboard is dedication and time. Consistency, of course. You have to play very, very well. But yeah, I just took a couple weeks off. See the Synod. Pinnacle Emissary. Yeah, I should bolt that, which means I'm off blue mana or black mana for a second. That doesn't seem wise. Maybe I was supposed to force that. This card's really cool, by the way, if you haven't seen it yet. Or maybe I get Badlands. Is that at all? Does that make any sense? It almost does, because if I draw another blue card, I don't have to worry about casting it. I can just force twice. Bolt Pinnacle Emissary. It's not a great exchange, obviously, but here we are. Do you have another one? Yeah, this card came out in Edge. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you get a 1/1 with flying, and it can only block creatures with flying, but it's pretty strong. Warp happens, but thankfully warp is not super broken, so it just goes away. It is in the graveyard. I could play Bowmasters. I mean, I could play Bowmasters now, but Bobble is always a delayed draw, so the punish will be there no matter what. This is a new kind of 8 cast. Imagine Meltdown on this board. Does this list have 2? It should. Yeah, I've been on to Meltdown again for some time. Thought Monitor. Let's play Bowmasters. Pick off that drone token, and then also pick off the Thought Monitor. Save targets. And now all of a sudden, I have kind of a big creature, which is usually how you beat 8-cast. If your creature is bigger than their constructs, you're usually in good shape. That was always a secret way to beat 8-cast, is just have the biggest creature. And 5/5 is not bad. I mean, their constructs will be bigger because all of their permanents are artifacts. I also have this Kolaghan's Command. Haven't had to use my Force of Will yet. Have an Edict. This is definitely a pretty unconventional game. But yeah, if I can just force or edict their blockers out of the way, I have a pretty fast clock. We're also at the stage where I think I need to force a Sink into Stupor on my army token. Urza's Bauble, Lotus Petal. This looks like Kappa Cannoneer. Yes, indeed. We'll let that resolve. I have an Edict here. I'm going to Edict now, so I don't get hit with like Metallic Rebuke or something. MRE. Yeah, we forced that. No bad draws. I'll take a land, I'll take a blue card. Oh, another Kolaghan's going to be rough. I'll take Bolt, I guess. Makes me feel bad that I forced the Emery. But if they go Pinnacle Emissary, I should be able to just bolt it out of the way. Chalice on 1. Alright, I'll bolt in response. And I think they have another Kappa in hand, but they're 1 artifact short of casting it. So that's cool. Stealing game 1 off 8-cast is great. Usually you lose game 1 because their aggro is very efficient and it happens fast. I guess I'll take Consign to Memory. I don't think it's as good against this deck. Red Blast is solid, Meltdown is great. Opposition Agent is not bad. I'm on the draw though, so maybe not. Take a Fatal Push. Trim 1 Force. Cling. That's not how you want to fight Emery. They're also a Chalice deck. They have cool creatures like Thought Monitor. So Reanimate is appealing, but also I've seen versions of this deck with Munitions Bay. And if you reanimate a Thought Monitor, they might just get you. Because they also sometimes go like Engineered Explosives and just... That's kind of a combo with Munitions Bay. I think that's the name of the card. Whenever a non-token artifact enters, you get a munitions token, and whenever that token leaves, it deals 2 damage to any target. Has no way to sacrifice itself, thankfully, but yeah, they can easily end up with like 5 or 6 Pyrite Spell Bombs, and then Engineered Explosives just detonates all of them, and you'll take a lot of damage out of nowhere. So yeah, I'll go without Reanimate, and then maybe trim both Thought Seizes and bring back the Force of Will. That seems a little better. Force of Will is also good to help you like force through your meltdowns, which are often extremely devastating against 8-cast. This hand is a little sketch. I will keep it though. The whole 3 lands to 4 spells is such a golden ratio. And it also answers turn 1 Emery, so there's not a lot to dislike about this hand. Down to 5. I'm thinking they want to do something like powerful and quickly. Seat, go. If I top deck Meltdown, would I cast it? Probably not. I think I just get Underground Sea here and cast Ponder. Ponder. There's Meltdown. Put it on top. Not for any like super particular reason, but I don't know. Seems right. Saga, Bauble. They are... Oh shoot, this would have been a reason to not actually do that. Now they saw the Meltdown. Gosh, I screwed up. I think I play Strix here. Getting on board is very important. Munitions Bay is also a pretty solid check to Meltdown. You really need to crunch the numbers and see if you can afford to Meltdown. Mox Opal. No Metalcraft yet. There's Emery. Kappa Cannoneer. Nimble Obstructionist. I don't have Revolt anymore. I kind of screwed up. Let's cast Brainstorm. Okay, I do have Revolt. So what? I could push Emery and then melt for 1. Maybe put Baleful Strix back. This needs to get a swamp. Oh no, I can get another Badlands. Sure. They'll force a will. That's pretty good. Now what do I do? I guess nothing. And then just melt for 0, take out Opal, Seat. But yeah, they could rebuild with Emery. What'd they pitch? Thoughtcast? Hit for 1. Emery notably cannot play Seat of the Synod out of the graveyard. They do need to cast the artifact it targets. They're going to grab Bauble, and they have Metalcraft. And they're going to look at my top card. I will take this opportunity to remove Emery via Bowmasters, and if that fails, we can try to Edict it. But yeah, they don't have any mana right now. Getting the GGs. Yeah, that card rules. Just like the being able to warp it for just 1, either red or blue. Seems incredibly explosive. And it's not really card disadvantage either, as we saw with Quantum Riddler. It's just going to hang out and you can cast it later. Okay, cool. Pretty solid start there. Okay, who's ready for round 2? I see Tamiyo Brainstorm and a healthy amount of fetch lands. I could just go Tamiyo on 1 here. What if they're playing Blood Moon? I feel like even if they do remove Tamiyo, it'll kind of keep them off balance, and then I can just Brainstorm and fix my hand up and still fetch afterwards. This feels pretty sound, and I can also like cosplay Reanimator here. They might think I'm playing Reanimator. I'm on my DB account. I don't come here to play Grixis Control. Aww. There might actually be real Reanimator over there. But I do get a clue token, meaning I am the victor. If I spike a blue card for this Force of Will, I might even survive Entomb Reanimate. You never know. Let's make that marginally more likely. Yeah. But I hope I don't have to. It'd be really nice to ninjutsu. Additionally, like, if they do send Entomb Reanimate, they'll still have 4 cards in hand. It seems highly unlikely that they wouldn't have like a Daze, Force blue card. It really could be anything at that point. But this is a blessed start for me. Yes, quite blessed. They put a card on top. I think they'll block, unfortunately, but maybe they won't. I don't know. That was a bad draw. But y'all already knew that. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you block? But now they're kind of incentivized to attack, right? Yeah, playing that land first maybe was a bad idea. If I hit a cantrip off this clue, I'm thinking of Lightning Bolt. Like if I hit Bolt off this clue, bolting Tamiyo's thing, but also being able to beat Entomb Reanimate and Daze is a thing. I could hit Cling, which is another level of protection. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna hold up Badlands, I think. Because yeah, if I hit a cantrip off this, I think I'll just hold it for force and play to a Kaito world. Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing that. No Daze. They might have something far more scary in the works. So far so good though. What did they put on top? I have a hard time believing it was another Tamiyo. Okay, they're just gonna flip. That should give me a shot at getting Kaito in. Hitting Tamiyo for 3. And then I guess I'm just plussing. Land. They might have Fatal Push. or worse. Yep. I mean, I am outcarding them. We'll see if it's worth anything. Ponder. Yeah, I could flip my Tameo. I'm a little behind. Could try and hit another Kaito as well. Nimble Obstructionist? Yes, please. Oh, please. But I don't need it yet. Or I might, if they Entomb Reanimate. I see two good checks to Tameo here. I get two of them because of the clue token. So yeah, Nimble down the road, Brainstorm. We'll actually fix my hand. Let's do that instead. I could have them all. Make a clue. Land. Brainstorm. Put back land. Land, I guess. Yeah. Teacup. I'm ready. Ponder. Do I just Bowmasters? No. Tempting. No shuffle. Ticking up. Another Thoughtseize. Oh god. My Nimble Obstructionist. What if I just play Bowmasters in response? What will happen? I would like to find out. Daze happens. Fine. They probably take Nimble Obstructionist. Try and ultimate the Tameo. Maybe I wasn't supposed to play Bowmasters there. Yeah. Now I'm completely shields down. They could even go like land Entomb Reanimate. But they don't. Thank God. Now what? Do I just need to get Bolt? That sounds terrible. Cast Ponder. More Bowmasters is cool. There's also Petty Theft. It's not a terrible idea. Yeah. Don't hate the Petty Theft here. Just -3 on any old blue card. But not activating the clue last turn is becoming increasingly awkward. Then I might reach for that Bolt if they redeploy Tameo. Grab Brainstorm, I think. They did not cling. It's pretty scary, but these decks have adopted Cling to Dust. Alright. Pretty well insulated. There's only one Thoughtseize left in their deck. I kind of went down on cards to address that Tameo, but the beautiful thing about Brazen Borrower is that there's still a 3/1 flash beater in the works. Yep. Oh god. What do I do about that? I feel like I can pressure it. I really don't want to force Brainstorm. Oh. Especially when they could just have another one. God damn it. Yeah. Start this train all over again. Maybe my Tameo is supposed to race towards the ultimate as well. I'm not sure. I feel like Tameo's ultimate's a little too good. I feel like it could have been just like draw 10 cards or something, right? Let that Thoughtseize resolve. That's 4 Thoughtseizes. They're at 11. Reanimate is kind of off the table even. I took my Brainstorm. Plus. Pass the turn. We'll flash in Brazen Borrower. Finally hit another land. That's good for me. They don't have much choice but to just tick up with Tameo, right? I mean, if they bait out the Cling with a -3, which it seems like they are doing, yeah, I think I just let that go, because they could have Entomb Reanimate, right? And then I would just bolt them. Can't build a deck on Tameo alone. Well, actually, you largely can, but yeah, they took Bolt. Are they gearing up for Entomb Reanimate, you think? It's like really hard to say. Petty Theft my Tameo. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I think we're going to slow down a little bit. Let's make sure this attack goes through. And then if Bowmasters can answer their Brazen Borrower, that should be all we need to finish this game. Okay. They didn't like the card they saw so much that they just conceded. I feel like my plan against this deck has changed a million times, which I guess is typical for a deck that's maybe a little too strong for the format, maybe. But I have definitely landed on Spell Bomb, Red Blast, Surgical. Now the next question that I feel like I've come to is like, is Lightning Bolt actually kind of good against this deck? Since they use their life total a lot between fetch lands, Force of Will, their big play requires 7 or 8 life. I don't know. And then is Force of Will actually not that good against the deck? I don't think it is, but I think it's necessary to keep up with it. On the draw, it's pretty forgivable as well. But I have figured out that like Kolaghan's Command is not super effective here. Neither is Barrogoyf. We don't need this bad lands. Consult the star charts also seems a little slow, but I think we keep it in. Then Narset's also a little slow. I think we can trim that. You also want to do something like more powerful than them. So From the Catacombs is very appealing. Might want that. Oh, I do want Fatal Push though. That's right. Okay, so trim a bolt and then... Yeah, this is the hard part. A third Thoughtseize is also tempting, but on the draw, the game gets a little too grindy, I think. You don't want a late game Thoughtseize. Oh yeah, that's another thing that cost them life is all those Thoughtseizes. We didn't deal much damage to them that game, but they ended up at like 9 life because they cast 5 Thoughtseizes, I think. Yeah, it's 10 damage right there. Could trim Kaito, but that's a card that really keeps them off balance. It's probably this other Lightning Bolt. Then you have 6 1-mana ways to address Tameo. But this is also good against Doughty Voidwalker. Got Fatal Push supplementing that. It should probably be Consult the Star Charts. But that card is in testing. I'll trim one of the Kaitos on the draw. Go like that. Solid hand. I'm taking a mulligan. We will keep them off balance. I think I definitely want basic swamp here. They'll activate Delta. They have a Ponder. So what? That gives me the luxury to hold up Cling this turn? That's pretty good. Ponder will shuffle. Oh, that was a nice draw too. Alright, send it back. I don't want to get got by Entomb Reanimate. Activating Scalding Tarn. There's the Doughty Voidwalker I talked so much about. Now I'm a little light on black mana, so they could turn around and go Entomb Reanimate. I think I'm going to cast Fatal Push, actually. If they want a Daze, I think that's okay. Yeah, I think it's fine. They're running out of cards, and they didn't have it. Alright, we're getting a few too many lands here, folks. Ponder. Yes. Take the Force, draw Thoughtseize next turn. If I force one of their spells, that will unmulligan them. But I guess it could be worse. They have a Ponder. If I can reanimate their Voidwalker, it will be pretty hard for them to combo. I mean, they do play Fatal Push, so maybe actually it wouldn't be that crazy. Is this Murktide Regent? No, it's another Voidwalker. Resolves. I'll have to Edict it. Man, I also wanted to shuffle after casting Brainstorm. Oh well. Cast Edict. Force of Will. Oh man. I guess I'll force back. What if their last card's a land? I should have Thoughtseized first, it turns out. That's backward as hell. From a Void counter perspective, but I just need this Cling to Dust to grind. Force back. I don't know. If their last card is a land, I think I'll be fine with this horrible Gitaxian Probe. It will tell me something that I'll be happy to learn. They did not want to Daze because they want me to lose 2 life, and that sets them back a land drop. But yeah, they have no cards. If they rip like Barrogoyf, that would be bad, but it seems like they did not. Thank you. Nice. Kind of. What if they drew Bowmasters? Still nothing. Let's begin the grind, huh? This might bait out Bowmasters as well. And I guess I'll go after Force of Will. I don't think it matters too much. Fatal Push. Now I'm not as scared of Barragoyf. Pyroblast is cool too. We're rolled up. I just need a clock. I need like Kaito. Brazen Barber. Cast Brainstorm. Not great. Let's try and mill over that Thoughtseize. And then... Shoot, I don't even know what to do, honestly. I don't really want to Red Blast that. I guess I'm taking 3. Maybe if they Wasteland me, I can Fatal Push it. It's kind of happening. Yeah, am I more worried about Barragoyf or Murktide? Well, I don't even know what I'll be able to get Revolt, so yeah, this makes more sense to me. I'm glad they did that first main, which I think is correct to their credit. And I can't afford to really cantrip here with Cling Trip. Play that, bin, Thoughtseize, hopefully draw a straight banger next turn. I think I will Red Blast Brainstorm. I'm ready for them to start casting Reanimates and stuff like that. Stuff the deck usually does. I'm going to Red Blast that on the stack. Because they might be holding Brainstorm or something weird like that. I don't know. I think I am just going to cantrip. Boo. Boo. This is exactly why you side down on lands in this matchup. Because you don't want to get into a top deck war and you only draw lands. It's a hard life. Fortunately, Cling to Dust is an absolute godsend. If we can draw 2 cards per turn, some turns. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's what all those lands are for. Ultimate selection. Oh no, they put a card on top. Surely that doesn't mean their last card is a land and they're trying to hardcast a Force of Will, right? That would be silly. All the same, should I kick this on their upkeep and just take the most generic answers imaginable? Sure. What the hell? I just want more cards than them. That's all I really want. So what? Just take Surgical and Tamiyo? No, I should take Red Blast and Surgical. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna take... Crap. Yeah, I think I do want this Surgical. And then I want Tamiyo. God. And then the rest go to the bottom. 2 lands on the bottom. Tamiyo. Should have taken the Red Blast, it turns out. Or extracted Tamiyos. Seems loose. Ponder, not bad. Yeah, we'll start with that. Okay. I could flip Tamiyo if I thought that was going to be important. And maybe it would be. No, I think it's highly likely their last card is Fatal Push. Which means what? Bait it out with Bowmasters. Ponder again next turn. That happens. And then nothing else. Yeah, I guess I'll draw. All the cards are good. Go like that. I'll let it go. Ponder. Nimble Obstructionist. It's losing its luster a little bit. I'm determined to grind this out. Made a not fatal push on the end step. Very smart. They'll investigate. I'll block. Activating that clue token. Do I let that go too? No, I think I'll play Bowmasters. There's another copy on top of my deck. And if I put a point on Tamiyo here, if they have like a Ponder in their hand, I don't think they will try to activate or try to flip this turn. They also have 5 cards in hand. It's getting a little scary. Let's attack. There's a land on top of my deck. I don't think I need it to win. Could reanimate that Voidwalker, then I wouldn't have to worry so much about, well, a lot of things, frankly. I could also use Cling to Dust and this clue token to flip Tameo, but I don't want to tap that low. I don't know, Petty Theft makes reanimating a Voidwalker actually pretty unappealing. I'm just going to pass. Going in combat, they've got 5 cards in hand. It's a lot. And they keep getting more. I think I play another Bowmasters here. It resolves. Well, now I think I ignore Tameo. The combo's pretty much off. Unless they gain life. 6 cards in hand. I feel like Barrogoyf would be the biggest pain. Did they play a land already? I don't think so. No. So I can't really stop Barrogoyf by stifling this fetch land. Okay, Dauthi Voidwalker. Should I just cling one last time? One last cling. I've already taken out all of their instants and sorceries. What if this wasn't even the most mana efficient thing to do? It certainly doesn't really feel that way. Like, I feel like I could just flash a Nimble Obstructionist and really get the job done. I can save that cling. Okay, Force of Will. Doesn't mean anything because I don't have another blue card. I feel like I can do this. I haven't seen a single Lightning Bolt yet. And there's 3 in the deck. Yeah, I think we can do this. If they try to use Fatal Push on this army, I think I will actually stifle the Delta activation. Force of Will. Full swing. Alright, they're at 2. There are no Kolaghan's commands in the deck, so that is not an out. Reanimate, yeah, is pretty pitiful selection. Activate this clue. And then Ponder will flip Tameo. There's a Bolt. And a lot of backup. Or honestly not that much backup, but it should be enough. Should be enough backup. Alright, here we go. Bolt you. Force of Will. Okay, let's force back. If they move to Fluster, oh wait, they can't. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we got them. Nice. This league's going great. Welcome back. Round number 3. We've won the die roll with a hand you could say is sketchy, but I'm on the play. I really don't want to give up these resources. I don't want to. You can't make me. In the interest of not losing to Wasteland, though, I don't really feel like I can Thoughtseize on turn 1. Unless they mulligan down really far. They've already mulliganed to 6. I think it would take a mulligan to 5 for me to Thoughtseize on 1 here. Oh, I don't know, actually. The more I say it to myself, the more kind of chill it seems to Thoughtseize. I look like Reanimator, though. Like, if they do have Wasteland, I feel like they'll fire it on this Solitary Badlands. I don't know. Let's do it. Let's do the right thing. Might just lose on turn 1 if I don't do this. Whoa. Oh, never mind. I saw the Braze Apprentice and was like, yeah, whoa, but it's just Red Painter. I do want to reanimate this Braze Apprentice. It's a little dangerous to put it in there for the Goblin Welders, but goddamn. If I don't take it, they'll cast it on turn 1 with the Spirit Guide, and that's not good either. Yeah. Braze Apprentice is sick. There's also something to be said for reanimating Goblin Welder. You can really wreak havoc on your opponent's board. Goblin Welder does not specify an artifact you control, so if your opponent has an artifact in the graveyard and one on the field, yeah, you can just wreak havoc, basically, and really mess with their stuff. Give them like turn their, I don't know, Painter Servant into a Lotus Petal or something like that. It's very funny. Very chill. People love it when you do it. Okay. Reanimate Saw. I'm not going to have a lot of artifacts to use Braze Apprentice with, but I like that it's not in their graveyard to accrue value. I like that I'll be able to get an impulse draw at some point. I like that I just got a 2-for-1. I like it. What else can I say? There's no artifact in my graveyard either. And I think the only one that is even possible to be there in game 1 is Baleful Strix. And if they weld Apprentice into Strix, I'm okay with that. That's fine. A third welder, you got it. I mean, I guess I'll start working through these. Lightning Bolt. Untap. Kolaghan's Command. Lovely. Let's get an island here. I'm just completely ignoring Blood Moon. Oh, for some reason I thought you could give something -4/-4. I'm thinking of Brea, not Brea's Apprentice. +2/+0. That's interesting too. I mean, yeah, we'll attack. We know their last card is City of Traders. These welders are not doing anything yet. And I don't want to just Edict out of nowhere since they might drop a Karn or something like that. What are they going to needle? Probably Kaito? Tamiyo Seasoned Scholar. It's also a good name. No attack. Let's consult the star chart. Is that smart? I could see myself running out of gas pretty soon. Let's just clear the board. And then also draw step K command them. Take out the last welder. It's a little risky if I don't hit a land on this ponder. I have something to do with my mana this turn. Let's just do it. And then I pretty much won't have to worry about Goblin Welders for the rest of the game. This could backfire though. If they top deck a Lightning Bolt, they could Bolt Apprentice and then flip Pithing Needle into Brea's Apprentice, which would be bad. But I don't know. This is where we are. Kolaghan's Command. That's good enough for them. Yeah, they're pretty behind. Goblin Welder is a super scary card, but if it's not doing anything, it is just a 1/1. So, this deck has a scary combo, but the more likely way they beat us is via mid-range, like Fable the Mirrorbreaker, Brea's Apprentice, like we just saw. So we'll take from the Catacombs, and then Consign to Memory. Urza Saga mid-range is another way they can win. Agent is okay. It's better on the play, actually. I'm sure they'll have Lightning Bolt and stuff like that. Fatal Push is good. I'll take one Surgical. I'm not sure like how combo-y they are. Not the biggest fan of Thoughtseize in the matchup. I do not need the basic Mountain. I think if they have a Blood Moon in their 75, which is more likely than ever since the Saga rule change, and I didn't show them a single basic land that entire game, I don't think. I think it's pretty likely they'll bring them in. So that would be cool, is what I'm trying to say. Because we used to be a Blood Moon deck ourselves. You still could be a Blood Moon deck. If you want to play Blood Moon, register Blood Moon. I won't stop you. Trim a Force. Trim Narset. And then Tamiyo. It's already on their radar with Pithing Needle. And oh shit, no. I needed those meltdowns. I need to tighten up. I'm sorry, everyone. This hand is also pretty weird. It's got 2 lightning bolts, though. It's really not the worst hand I've ever seen. What's this? They almost did something with a Simian Spirit Guide and then they stopped. Very suspicious. Surgical. Maybe they clicked it on accident. Melded Moxite. Maybe this is not Red Painter. Maybe this is a new kind of deck. When this artifact enters, you may discard a card if you draw 2 cards. Okay, so it's like a Tormenting Voice. And then 3, sacrifice this artifact, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. Okay. I can't bring myself to force that. And they discarded a City of Traders. Not worth hitting with Surgical. I'll take the blue source. There's Goblin Engineer. I think we let that go. I'm guessing they get Dragon Engine? Or will they set up a combo? Phyrexian Devourer, Bray's Apprentice, that card's good. Let's bolt. Let's Surveil. If there's a blue fetch land on top, I think I will keep it. I'll keep that too. Force of Will's not even that good, because they play Red Blast, probably. They might even Red Blast that. They don't. Alright, let's put these two back. And I'll probably get a basic swamp with that, because I feel like there was a point or a video not that long ago on the channel where I was like, Red Painter has Blood Moon. I even talked about it during sideboarding. Blood Moon, and then I just proceeded to not do anything about it and then completely lost. Yes, that happens. I'll bolt that too. I don't really want to hit it with Surgical though. Unless they get to lower amount of cards in hand. It's actually more mana efficient to Edict this, even though Bolt doesn't hit some of their potential other creatures. Potentially they might have Chaos Defiler or something like that. You never know. Okay, let's brainstorm. Not loving the spread here. I'm looking for a source of card advantage like Cling to Dust, or from the Catacombs. That also hecka qualifies. We have to watch out for that Melded Moxite though. Yeah, they're gonna make a robot. They're not doing anything, but their hand must not be entirely trash because they could have escaped, or unearthed rather, Dragon Engine. Goblin Welder, yep. Card's pretty good. Bolt Welder. Draw the greatest card of all time. I will elect to put it on the stack. Targeting Bray's Apprentice. That card's pretty good at protecting the initiative as well. I wonder if I need to extract Dragon Engine though. I probably do. It's a little too easy for them to take the initiative. I'll do it on their upkeep, because if they do have a removal spell, they're pretty incentivized to do it on my end step. They don't. It wouldn't even be that bad if they took the initiative, to be honest, but I don't really want to lose the Bray's Apprentice. This will give me some information as well. There's just like, I don't know. Something is drawing me to this line. They have Fury and Red Blast. Fury and the mana to do it all. Wow, okay, so they will take the initiative. That's pretty gnarly. But then I can cast from the Catacombs targeting Fury. Oh wait, no I can't. It'll be on the field. Let's see, there's Painter's Servant. There are Grindstones. There are Blood Moons. There's Soul Cauldron. There is no Phyrexian Devourer. Okay. Maybe they'll tap weird, I don't know. But I wasn't even on their draw step. Yeah, I don't really see the point in running this Force of Will into a Red Blast, honestly. I think we'll just take the pain. Mountain, holding up Red Blast, Ponder. Is that better than Brainstorm? I don't think so. Okay. Consign would have been good a second ago. I really wanted a Lightning Bolt, but I've already used a couple of those, so it makes sense I don't get one. If they forge onto Fury, that's a little scary. Yeah, let's put Force of Will away. And then I wish there was a way to discard these Bowmasters, because then I could take the initiative and probably protect it as well. I think I'm going to put Consign back. Cast Ponder. Shuffle. Nice. Okay. They might Red Blast Petty Theft. I'm glad they're going to the Lost Well. That is a relief. They go one top, one bottom. What happens if I do this? Nothing. What if I do that? Okay. Block with Bowmasters. It's not quite Bray's Apprentice, but... Oh wait, it doesn't even make a second body. I already have this army token. Painter Servant. Do you have a Grindstone too? They have Goblin Engineer. Everything is blue. So yeah, they can counter from the Catacombs with Red Elemental Blast now. Force of Will's not incredibly helpful here. I think they'll want to do that. Let's invite them to. But they're thinking about maybe not doing it. Okay. Yeah, I'll target them. I feel like I just need to get to the trap right now. Forge onto this thing right here. This looks like a job for me. But now what? They can just Red Blast this thing. Maybe that wouldn't be so bad. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad? I don't really want them to Red Blast my army token. Did you top deck an artifact? They got me in a lot of ways here. Now what do I do? Chump Fury, block Painter Servant? I mean, I can take Fury down with me, and then from the Catacombs it, and potentially take out the Engineer. It goes wrong in a lot of ways. Double Strike is messed up. Let's do this. Are they going to flip this Painter Servant? Is the next question. Into a Grindy Stone. Oh, they're going to Red Blast. Yeah, I think that's okay. Right? It's going to have to be. Now they're going after Melded Moxite. Now I can't pitch anything to Force of Will anymore because they got rid of the Painter Servant. Sure, I'll bite. Ooh, I hit a blue card. Now that's lucky. And it's Nimble Obstructionist, which honestly is very solid interaction. I will go to the trap. A Lightning Bolt? Ponder for Lightning Bolt? Baraggoyf is a pretty nasty card. I'm holding the initiative. Bowmasters can just stall though. It's good at doing that. Yeah, I think maybe stall with Bowmasters, sail through the air with Brazen Borrower. If that doesn't work, there's always Baraggoyf. And then if that doesn't work and I'm still alive somehow, we can consult the star charts? Question mark. Here come the bozos. I'm kind of interested in this Goblin Engineer leaving play. I understand there's blowout potential here. Go like that. Okay, it worked. Goblin Welder, sure. So is their last card a removal spell? No, we got there. We are crushing. And they have not been particularly easy matchups either. I'm on the draw for round number 4 here. And this hand is not bad. Opponent's taking a mulligan. I don't think it's wise to mulligan the golden ratio 4 lands, 3 spells, or 3 lands, 4 spells. It's a sign that everything is in balance. And we're curving okay as well. Oh, we might just lose. This is Oops All Spells most likely. It could be Black Stompy, but it's probably Oops All Spells. I have this Sneaky Reanimate, which might help, but we are kind of in trouble. If I top deck a blue card, I can look for force off ponder. But there's really nothing I can ponder for. But I could bluff. I could just ponder and keep literally anything. And I think that's probably the best shot here. Yep. Gonna keep. I mean, they probably just jam anyways. That's kind of what they do. But we'll see. Yeah, they bolted that in. Maybe they're just gonna Thoughtseize me around days. No, that's a Dark Ritual. Lively Dirge with Spree. But not enough Spree. Or wait, is that enough Spree? It is enough Spree. Whoops. So that was, oh yeah, it's a 5 mana play. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. We have lost. Probably. Oracle, Memory's Journey, Bridge from Below. I see unmasks and no Pact of Negations, so that would lead me to believe that they have creatures in their sideboard, but it's not always a hard and fast rule. They will Cabal Therapy me. I'm going to concede to that. There's also a Dread Return in the yard. Okay. Spellbomb, Consign, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Surgical Extraction, and we'll call it good there. Trim a Kolaghan's Command, trim a Baleful Strix, trim an Edict. Don't need the Mountain. One Kaito can go, I think. Yeah. Probably one Lightning Bolt. Narset, not for this matchup. The final cut's a little tricky. You could cut Kolaghan's Command, you could cut Baragoyf, you could cut Strix, you could cut the other Edict. Edict is a little inefficient. I'm bringing in 2 Fatal Push, and I'd rather have the blue card. 17 lands, 18 lands virtually is a little too low for me, so I'm not going to trim another land. Maybe on the draw I could be convinced. How about Baragoyf? I don't really like the prospect of tapping out. I'll play first, and we will keep this. Opponent also keeps 7. Cool. Your turn. If they dump all the way in on like Balustrade Spy, and I can sign the trigger, there could be worse things that happen. Dark Ritual. Uh-oh. Unstoppable Slasher. This card beat me at Eternal Weekend. I can consign its return trigger. Let's brainstorm. Okay, maybe I should have tried to Force a Will that thing. I don't know, though. Maybe I'll just bounce it with Brazen Barber. The old blue removal spell. Can I afford to just lose half my life total? Probably. Go like that. Delta. I have this Force of Will, so there's something attractive about just bouncing it this turn. But I think I will use my life total as a resource here, which means what? Spellbomb, Thoughtseize? I think I'll take what? Dark Ritual here? Or I could take Regisaur, force the other Regisaur. Don't hate that. I kind of want one of the Regisaurs to resolve, but we're entering the stage where we're playing with fire. Maybe I'll ponder instead of play Spellbomb. Yeah. We'll take a big hit. We'll go to 6, I think. No, 7. Truly unstoppable. Youch. Dark Ritual. I'll force that. Leaving them with 2 Spirit Guides, 1 Unknown, Hopefully not another creature. Oh, I should play the Spell Bomb. Let's bounce it. Trying to retain some resources here. I don't want to just like Bowmasters, trade for it, and then activate Spell Bomb without even drawing a card off the Spell Bomb. Because I will not have much left after that. Ooh, they get to keep their Spirit Guides. That's a little more appealing. Bolt. Crush your graveyard. Draw a land. Play a land. Bluff something. See if they can produce yet more threats. Spirit Guide. One card left. I can ambush that. I'll draw that Ponder, I think it was. Yeah. Looking good. Yeah, why don't I just get them empty? I'll delay getting my own thing going immediately, but they'll have 1 mana and be pretty far away from comboing. Unless they discard a Spy here, then they could Rip Reanimate. Maybe this was not wise. It's just Cabal Ritual. Okay. Drawing lands is probably one of the scariest things they can do. Well, it depends, I guess. Fatal Push. Since Bowmasters is also a removal spell for like Boggart Trawler or Poxwalkers, I'll hold on to it for as long as it seems reasonable. Lorien revealed. I could use that to surveil. Or if I draw another land or a Force of Will, it'll pay out those top decks. If they go land Undercity Informer, something I could do in an emergency is Bowmasters, give myself Revolt by shooting Brazen Barber and then push the Undercity Informer. Play Bowmasters, take out Poxwalkers. They used a Lotus Petal for that too, so that was nice. Yeah, we'll just cast Lorien Revealed here. Life total is getting rather low. Draw 3. Surgical, right on the edge for that. Cling to Dust maybe will gain me life, I don't know. Alright, I think we're in the clear. I can even hit lethal this turn. Yeah, it should do it. Oh wait, no, I'm a mana short, right? Yeah, damn it. 1 mana short from being able to snap Bolt and cast Bowmasters. So what? Just go like this. And then hang out. I wish I could show them Fatal Push. Alright. Game 3 is pretty scary. Not only am I on the draw, so I have like 6 outs, and 4 of them require me to have the additional stipulation of having another blue card in my hand, which isn't that hard. But even then, it's like, they have tricks. They have Unmask. Surgical doesn't even really stop them from... It doesn't win for you. You basically just get another turn most of the time. Unstoppable Slasher. Pretty unstoppable. Do I want this Strix? Rotting Regisaur is a real card. It exists. What am I cutting though? Could cut a land. Since the game is not really about land drops, you kind of just need 1 or 2 lands. The 4th Lightning Bolt's also calling to me. Over Kolaghan's Command. I'd rather have that. It can do some weird stuff. It's more efficient if you need to like remove Bridge from Below from the graveyard. I don't know, there's just more stuff you can do with it. I don't think they have Charbelchers. Famous last words. I don't think they have Charbelchers. This is tough. It could be a Thoughtseize, but generally you can be tricked into keeping a hand with a Thoughtseize if you think they might just pass the turn and try and go off on turn 2. It's tough. It's a tough deck to fight. I have 23 blue cards. Does that embolden me to any extent to side out Consult the Star Charts, or do I want to just side out this Children's Edict? I think that. Okay. Let us flip a coin. Oh god, it's exactly what I said. It's exactly what I said. They're keeping 7. Shit. This hand is... I don't know. Now I've waited too long. They can sense my uncertainty. Any blue card is such a bad top deck, though. Let's mulligan. Yeah, okay, yeah, this hand's better. Keep. Bottom. Swamp. Say go. Fellmire untapped. Lotus Petal. Dark Ritual. Balustrade Spy. Force of Will. That's what I've got. I'm glad I didn't keep the first hand. Let's see if Thoughtseize can carry. Bolt. Alright, Thoughtseize you. Hey, not bad. Take Elvish Spirit Guide. It's better than Simian Spirit Guide, because it can cast Memory's Journey. Passing the turn. Come on, top decks. Oh. 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 Yeah, put 2 lands back. I need action. Just like Black Flag said. Reanimate. Activate Scalding Tarn. It's a little rough that Consign doesn't trade for a card, though. Like, am I just gonna also bolt this thing? Does not feel good. Alright. Push. Well, play Baleful Strix. Play land. Is pushing Balustrade Spy a good idea? I could just try to race them, I guess. I have this Lightning Bolt. I don't know. Yeah, I could race them. Undercity Informer. Oh, their last card is Poxwalkers, so this isn't so bad. It could have been a lot worse. I don't get to Surveil anymore. Maybe that's okay. And yeah, they're considering not attacking, it seems. Like, how many reanimates must they run? Probably not that many, right? Push your Undercity Informer. But I run Reanimate. Oh, I get to Surveil anyways. Yeah, I'll keep that. We'll attack. They don't block. Alright, I just need 1 more bolt. 1 more bolt. Or 3 more attacks with Strix. I can race. Opponent says lol, yeah. It's close. I don't think I can race Poxwalkers too, though. It's tough. But they didn't cast it. Alright, let's attack. If they bolt in another Monosaurus, we can just double bolt for the win. Now I can race Poxwalkers. If they reanimate Undercity Informer, I can double bolt. If I draw Bowmasters and my attack from Strix gets through, there's a lot of ways this can work out. To their mind, they're winning this race. If they unmask me, I think that's pretty good for me. Oh. Oh! I wish they did it. I wish they did it. Ponder. Ponder. Reanimate. Does that make any sense? Not really, right? They're not showing any green mana, but they could have a Spirit Guide in hand. I think it's way too risky to reanimate. I think it's better to shuffle and try and spike that point of damage. We hit. Oh my god, we hit. But I'm 1 mana short. This can help me take out a bridge from below, though, or something weird. They're going to combat. Still attacking. Hopefully that doesn't mean they're going berserk here. Dark Ritual. Oh my god. Oh my god, no, no, no. There's a Poxwalker stuck in their hand. Is there any way we can pull this off? I don't think so, and they have 3 Narcomoebas. Yeah, there's the bridge from below. Oh, crap. So if I just reanimated... Well, they have Jack-o'-lantern, right? Yeah. Shit. There's Dread Return as well. They need to Cabal Therapy me pretty much. Which I guess they're pretty incentivized to do. Yeah, they're targeting me. Okay. Let's see here. What do I do? We need the bridge out of here. So I guess I Bowmasters, target Bowmasters, and then bolt a Narcomoeba. But then I don't even have lethal. Alright, so there goes bridge. Damn, I should have just taken the cheesy reanimator line. Alright, so there's no thing. No thing. Bolt, Narcomoeba, or Spy? Yeah, probably Bolt, Spy. Love that Poxwalkers is stuck in their hand. It'll take them a couple turns to get the Petal and the Oracle. Oh no, they need like 2 petals since Jack-o'-lantern will be necessary for, what's it called? Memory's Journey, which I suppose they should do before I take my draw step. They name Ponder and Miss. Okay. So now what? They could Cabal Therapy again and take my Bolt if they thought that was worth doing. Feels kind of equal though. Yeah, they're going for Memory's Journey. Probably what? Oracle, Petal. Got a few turns to figure this out. And a lot of good draws in between. I don't see how it could be anything but Oracle, Petal. Oh, it could be Reanimate, I guess. That costs life. Maybe they don't care about that. Yep. That's the line. Do I hit? Maybe. Play Strix. I hit. God damn. God damn! Okay, they can't therapy anymore. Everything's face up. It's probably slow rolling to make them wade through this stuff, right? Or no, hold on. I feel like there might be something I'm missing. I don't know. A lot left giant or something. Just let them cast the reanimate. Hope I didn't misclick. Alright. Whew. Whew. Oh, beautiful. Just in case something really weird happens. Well, that was insane. I mean, they hit on the last turn they could. So why not me? Why not me? Alright, trophy match coming in hot. Alright, here we go, folks. Shout out Capybara Fanboy for saying good luck, have fun. Very cool. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. It's a little soft to Wasteland, but I've got my 2 lands. Double Bowmaster hands are very good. It's kind of a triple Bowmaster hand if this is a Bowmaster Mirror too, because I have this reanimate. Oh yeah, that's right, I have purple text. That's the real perk of the DB account. Your text is purple. I mean, it's not on my end, but I feel like I've faced Eli. Shout out Goblin Lackey 1. Check out that channel. Amazing Goblin content. And I remember his text was also purple. I was like, oh, that's cool. Can you change it, or is it always perp? You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I guess if they go like turn 1 Blood Moon, I'll of course get a basic island. That's Nurse's Tower though. I wonder if this is Carnforge Ring or something like Cloud Post. It's going to be a tough matchup no matter what. But yeah, double Bowmasters against that deck is usually pretty good. They do use their life total as something of a resource, but I don't know if I have Price of Progress in this deck. I do, okay. Okay, they play Planar Nexus, but no Bomb? Are they playing around Daze? That is interesting. They might have Kozilek's Command, though. They have 6 cards in hand. It's a lot. Yep, I think I know what's coming here. Exile makes spawns. Yep. Well, maybe we can shock them with our second Bowmasters. Land was a nice draw. We like to curve out in this house. They don't block. Every point of damage counts here. So let's pile on the hurt. Now they're at 16. They have another tower. We could just lose right now. Oh, what? Shark Typhoon? Well, I was not expecting that. What do we do? Shark Typhoon. Oh, you know what? This is totally Marcus's mono blue Tron list. Marcus, what have you done? He 5-0'd with this earlier today. And now, I have to play against it. Marcus, how could you? Marcus rules. Disruptor Flute. What are they going to name? Thoughtseize? I hope not. Force a Will. Alright, Thoughtseize you. Another Kozilek's Command. That's a little rough. But yeah, I think we're just definitely taking Shark Typhoon. And then I think I'll offer this trade. Or will I? I have an Edict. I'm not going to offer the trade. But yeah, things are going to get tough. Mono Blue Tron. It is a Price of Progress matchup for sure. They ripped the One Ring. That's pretty darn good. Put a point on your Shark. They're still sitting on 4 mana over there too. But they played around Daze earlier. Yeah, we gotta aggro them. It's not going to be easy. The One Ring will make it a little easier. In the end, it's kind of hard to, well, yeah, you just never really know what you're going to face in the queues. But it's always funny when you run into something you're absolutely not teched for. You're going to wipe out my graveyard? Not so bad. But it is rough to lose that Bowmasters. Now they're going to draw a million cards. It's not looking good. Cloud Post. Expedition Map. What's that going to get? Glimmer Post. That'll gain them 3 life and counting. I'm not going to block. Let's cast Brazen Barber. Bolt. Bolt, snap, bolt. We'll try. Auto-wire my army token? Sure. They're still sitting on that Kozilek's Command as well. This is not going to be easy. Draw 3, 7 cards in hand, a million mana. Lorien revealed. It's a lot of cards in hand. Expedition Map. Another Cloud Post. Or Cloud Post, rather. No attack. Alright, let's Edict Token. They've never seen token chosen for that card. I guess they don't play Dark Depths decks. Alright, let's see if this works. Problem is that they're still holding that Kozilek's Command, so they exile the Bolt out of my yard. Let's brainstorm. Put back Reanimate, and I guess Cling to Dust, yeah. I could ponder and look for another thing, but then I can't snap Bolt, and they might just fire this thing anyways, you know. If they act now, they don't. I guess I'll pass. I don't know. Doesn't feel right. Here we go. Another Glimmer Post. Let's go for this. They could force, but that would put them to 3. They do have force. Okay. Aggro succeeded. And yeah, this looks like the kind of deck that Price of Progress would be pretty good against, I think. Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm bringing in Red Blast. But Meltdown doesn't seem that good. Consign to Memory seems good. And what? Opposition Agent. It's a flash creature. Thoughtseize. I'm not sure about Meltdown, honestly. Don't know if Meltdown's going to be any good. It's really hard to say. I need 7 cuts off the bat. So what? I'm sure there are a few that cut themselves. That did not sound good, I'm sorry. That are easy cuts, evidently, like Reanimate, Mana Badlands, and Cling to Dust. And I never like Baraglyph against the Kozilek's Commands decks. They might have Fleshraker as well, just like jump blockers that can even blank your lifelink. It's a bad feeling. And you're just not going to counter every single Fleshraker trigger or Kozilek's Command. That's kind of the card you need to like concede sometimes. So you can counter stuff like the One Ring. Oh man. I need more cuts. How about a Kaito on the draw? A Baleful Strix and a Shieldred's Edict? Or how about Cling? Yeah. I don't know about this triple Thoughtseize, to be honest. That seems kind of bad. My gut is saying from the Catacombs, but I don't think that's right. Sure, I'll take Kaito back. Shark Typhoon. Yeah, the sideboard mapping is all kind of screwed up since you never bring in Red Blast against Carnforge Ring. But that's like where my first reaction to side-like is going to. Sand is very similar to the last one. I don't know if it's good enough, but there's 2 bolts and a Bowmaster's. Cloud Post tapped. Nice draw. Cast Tameo. Lorien Revealed does not get a red source. Gotta remember that. That was a good draw. Make a clue. Okay, no Kozilek's Command for 1. Unless that's what this is. And they're making it spawn. This is a good exchange. I'm going to take it. Got my clue token. Got my 3 mana 2 for 1, I guess. Please bolt that in. Please. Yeah! Ooh, stock up? Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, resolves. Makes perfect sense. Fits right into the deck. God. So, Mono Blue Tron in Modern plays this hideous card called Condescend, and I really hope they don't play Condescend. That would just... I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. Condescend's a really good card. Not only do they counter the spell, because they put a lot of mana into it, but then after that, you get to scry 2. It's just a busted card. Nice. Alright. Every turn I don't aggro. Or no, every turn I don't have to consign, I can get a little more aggro. Cracking this clue token should be my first priority, though. Like, you want Lightning Bolt to interact with Karn and whatnot, but you're also pretty happy if it happens to end the game. Ooh, another Cloud Post. Things are ramping up, but I think most of their scariest cards will be colorless. Not that one, though. Eee. Eee. Cool thing, though, Consign to Memory can counter a colorless spell and also the the trigger of Shark Typhoon. Let's activate this clue token. Another lightning bolt. I need to start offloading these red spells. Let's try and find a red source. There we go. Cooldown's command is not bad either. But I probably don't want it. 3 lightning bolts. I think we can do this. But we'll see. We will see. What the hell is this? 7 mana? Is this Ugin? Oh, Ugin. Maybe they almost hardcast that. Would have been a lot of triggers. Oh, Ugin! Shoot. What do I do? I think I need to let them have the shark. Or I could try to... I can't let Ugin resolve. So if they force the consign targeting Ugin, I need to point the other consign at it. And I don't know what this means. Hopefully they're just leaving that up because it's what's left, you know? Oh, they just said consign is brutal here. Well, I'll do it. If you got me, you got me. But I'm gonna... Shit! It's okay, it's okay. They said, ah. Did it work? It's working, it's working. Ha, you called it. More Bowmasters. Alright, I just need them to not gain life. I feel like if they play a Glimmer Post, I'll almost need to counter it. Hydroblast the air. Let's fire these Bowmasters. And that's 3 damage. They'll be at 9. 3 cards left. I have 3 bolts in my hand. Really hope I can get over the line here. Not to mention Price of Progress is pretty good top deck. Another Shark Typhoon. I think I just ignore that as much as I can. Disruptor Flute. So I think if I just fire 2 lightning bolts here, I don't think they'll name Bolt. But we'll see. But also, like, I could just... I mean, you could still name Bolt. Name Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, that's what got them last game. Ooh. Land. Bolt you. Gulp. GG's. Wow. Pulled off that trophy. Nice. Yeah, we crushed this league. Dropped 1 game to oops all spells on the play in game 1, which is like what you're supposed to do pretty much. It's the conceit of the deck. Yeah, a lot of really crazy games and matches in there. A little inconclusive on Consult the Star Charts, but it seems like a perfectly inoffensive card, I'll say. It didn't really screw us over at any point. It did all the good stuff. I thought it was great. All the same, I don't know if I'm going to continue playing it. I feel like it's been really hard to figure out this last slot. Like, do we need a beater like Murktide? Kind of, not really. Like, we were closing games left and right this league. Maybe not as fast as Murktide, but I don't know. And it's not even really clear if Consult the Star Charts is closer to a solve than Murktide Regent. I'm just not sure about that 60th card. If you have any good ideas, please feel free to comment down below. Or join the Patreon. The Discord community talks about these things often. And to that end, like, is Baragoyf even good? Maybe like card 59 and card 60 are still up in the air. We still have over a month before Eternal Weekend, so we have time to figure this out. And yeah, maybe Consult the Star Charts is a little better than Murktide Regent. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say without strenuous testing. And I haven't played very much in the last 2 weeks because I just got back from tour, as I said in the deck tech. But I'm excited to get back into it. This was a really fun league. Yeah, I guess I'll leave it there. It's pretty late. Please check out the Patreon, like I just said, and like, comment, subscribe. We are so close to 2,000 subs. We are putting Grixis Control on the map, baby. I looked at MTG Goldfish earlier today, and we made it to the 3rd row of the meta. We're the very last deck on the 3rd row. So we're getting up there. I'm so happy and proud of everyone, and I'm so grateful for all y'all's support. And yeah, I will see y'all next time. Take care.